March 11th, 2013, and you are listening to the Existential Nightmare Podcast. I am Cody, and with me as always is my partner in crime, Justin. Justin, what's going on, man?
Oh, just a wonderful Monday, man. I didn't have to go to work today.
Oh, fuck, that must be nice.
Oh, it was very nice. I woke up at the crack of 8 because we had kids at the house, and they wanted breakfast, and my wife didn't want to do anything, so I got to.
Cereal time, huh?
I did bacon and eggs.
So it is March 11th, 2013. Not a lot going on in the news. We recorded on Saturday night, but due to technical issues, that episode will not be released. So we are recording today. I would do this shit every day if I could. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, it'd be fun to do it every day.
Get here and spit some bullshit out my mouth. Drop some knowledge on you fuckers out there.
Well, you're always spitting bullshit, huh?
Constantly. I'd like to give a big shout out to John and Marcus rocking it at the bakery real quick. They gave me a lot of constructive criticism on our first episode. Not that I needed it, but it was nice. It was nice to know. And for the rest of you out there, dude, say something, please. Let me know if we're fucking it up. If my facts are wrong, call me on that shit. I don't know. I'm a stupid monkey, and half the shit I'd say probably isn't true. Most of it I get from online, and everyone knows the internet's full of dog shit. So.
Oh, they can't put anything online that's not true. Have you seen the commercial?
Watch me. This is InfoWars. We are getting information in. I am Alex Jones here. I am telling you the Taliban has taken over the White House. Yeah. Obama is a Al-Qaeda inoperative.
Alex Jones, wow. What a piece of work.
Gotta like him, man. I'd say about 70% of the shit he says is true. Probably less than that, maybe 60. But I don't get worked up over shit like that. If it's all going down, it's all going down. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'll be there with the lighter fluid.
I'll bring the marshmallows.
Marshmallows. Oh boy.
So what is new this week, Cody?
Not a whole lot. They announced they're making the Dumb and Dumber sequel. But this one not like the last one, the Dumber and Dumberer with whoever. This one's going to be the Dumb and Dumber sequel with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, presumably taking place sometime after the first film.
Okay, so Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey, two originals.
Fuck yes.
Okay, now that is just awesome.
Hey guys, big gulps, huh?
My favorite scene is when he's hitting on that chick at the gas station. He lights his pants on fire.
Yeah.
That Jeff Daniels.
Those your skis?
Yeah.
Both of them? Fucking stupid as fuck. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of projects lately. I think he just got off the set of there's either Burt Wonderstone or the Kick-Ass 2 Kick-Ass 2 set.
Who?
Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be in Kick-Ass 2. He plays like a military-style superhero. He has like a dog and like a German Shepherd and shit. And he looks fucking bad, but all you can see are pictures. They haven't released a trailer for that one, so at least to the best of my knowledge. But of course, everyone's probably seen the Burt Wonderstone trailer. It looks hilarious. Him and Steve Carell back at it again.
Yes.
What?
Yes, that I can't wait to see that.
I think Steve Carell came back as Michael Scott for an episode of The Office recently. A lot of people give the new season shit, but I love the new season with Andy Bernard.
I never got into that show.
The Office?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. The one person.
Yeah, I am that guy.
The 1%. You are the 1%.
I am a 1%er. Absolutely.
The Office is fucking great. I don't even work in an office, and dude, you work in an office. This should be mandatory. Everyone who works in an office should have to watch The Office.
Yeah, but and I've seen episodes. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I've just never seen it. But
okay. Well, see, in that case.
Yeah, but I just never got into it. But my office reminds me more of Office Space than The Office.
I guess so. I like that movie. Everyone I show it to, they're like I knew a person or two hadn't seen it, played it for them, and everyone just loves that scene where they're fucking they're playing Ghetto Boys and they're smashing down that goddamn fax machine.
Yes, yes. I don't know, dude. When I can't think of the character's name, but when he's stuck in traffic at the beginning, and he's playing Who's the artist that he's playing? That rapper?
I think it's his Ghetto Boys through the whole movie.
Is it Ghetto Boys?
Yeah,
okay.
I think all the songs are Ghetto Boys.
But then he sees the black guy, so he turns it down.
He's still singing along, and then he stops singing for a second, and then back up as soon as he passes.
That's so me.
Back up in your ass with your resurrection.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's a fucking great movie. But But yeah, no, Jim Carrey's back at it again, and hopefully we could see see something from the new Dumb and Dumber. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of information on it, but fuck yeah. Hopefully things haven't changed. It's been a long time. It's been about a good decade or two since the first one. What, 94, 95, I would say.
Yeah,
the first one was released, and that's about 15 years. Oh no, that's 18 years. Yeah, almost 20, like I said.
If it was 93, that's 20 years.
Yeah.
Because it's 2013.
I'm old. I remember when that shit came out.
Yeah, me too.
Holy fuck. Yeah, but 20 years. Holy fuck, man. They're good. They're both getting long in the tooth. So
just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There have been movies that have been spawned like many years later, and usually they're successful. But there are some that are just fucking dog shit, like the Blues Brothers. Remember Blues Brothers 2000?
Yeah, I didn't dig that one.
All that. Blues Brothers was the shit. The
original.
Fuck yeah.
Where they're driving through that mall in Chicago.
Oh yeah. I think it's a Chrysler New Yorker. It's pretty close to the one here I have.
Yeah,
the 4-door version.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm gonna be totally wrong.
Or they go to that hip bar and they ask the lady, so what kind of music do you normally have here? And she goes, oh, we got both kinds, country and western.
The part afterwards when they get out of the bar and then and the guy's like, well, if the shit fits, wear it. Scoot over, goddammit.
Yeah.
I had a buddy used to say that shit all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Holy dog shit. Yeah. But the Blues Brothers 2000 wasn't nearly as successful as the first one. Won't ever be a classic. I was kind of wondering the same thing about the talk of the Ghostbusters sequel, but Murray wasn't on board, so.
Wait, they've already had a Ghostbusters sequel.
Well, you know what I mean, like the like the revamp with the whole cast and a whole new movie. I think it'd be Ghostbusters 3, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 3, but Bill Murray wouldn't sign on for it, and who wants to make that movie? You know.
Wait, Bill Murray didn't sign on?
No, Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd were all on board. I even think they got the guy who played what was his name? Winston.
Oh,
Winston,
yeah.
The Black Ghostbuster. They got him on board for it, and everyone was ready to go. I even think the girl who played Ghostbusters, her ass.
Nice.
I heard they got her on there too and everything, but Murray wouldn't sign on for it. Motherfucker signed on for Garfield 2. Would not sign on for Ghostbusters 3. What the fuck?
Well, he was pretty awesome in Zombieland.
Yeah, Murray's the shit. Murray, he does some good movies, but he just has this little smart-assy way about him. It's hard to like at first.
Caddyshack's my favorite.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Like, I had heard something recently that his whole persona and voice from that, he was just getting off the set of Where the Buffalo Roam, the Hunter Thompson movie with Peter Boyle.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And that's kind of where he got he's the Holy One. That kind of...
Yeah.
that whole thing kind of came from his little Hunter Thompson, because he dove really deep into that. He actually hung out with Thompson and stuff when he was on the campaign trail for his mayor run in Colorado, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. Anyone who got to meet Hunter Thompson?
Yeah.
Hunter Thompson was a wild character.
He was kind of out there.
Fuck yeah, genius.
Fear and Loathing Las Vegas.
Once again, matching genius with madness.
Yeah, I have a big problem with the way he ended himself, but
I can respect it. I can respect what he did.
Now, didn't he have cancer?
No, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. It wouldn't surprise me if he did, but
yeah.
But no, that was his way of going out. He didn't want to. He wanted to die on his terms. He wanted to live life on his terms. He wanted to die on his terms. He didn't want it any other way, and I could certainly respect that. You're somewhat religious, dude, so I could see how offing yourself would. I think that's a sin in Catholicism. That's a ticket to hell, killing yourself.
I think it's a sin in all religions. Other than
you're Catholic.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if that goes for other religions too, but.
Well, I can't comment on Buddhism or Muslim or Satanism. I don't know. I've never really studied those religions.
I think suicide is encouraged in Satanism.
It might be.
Not 100% sure on that.
Of course, there's a few people I know that I'd be like, dude, if you just killed yourself, the world would be so much better place. The dude from North Korea.
Oh yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Jong-un. Oh, what?
Did you hear Dennis Rodman got invited to North Korea?
Who cares? Fuck Dennis Rodman. I'm so fucking... Dude, we were done with Dennis Rodman when Dumb and Dumber came out.
Well, sure, but like, can you imagine? Because he's a very flamboyant man.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he's gay, but he lives his life flamboyantly.
I think a lot of that was persona.
Yeah, but
I think that's what he was trying to convey to the media.
He went to North Korea, like one of the most oppressed nations.
I wonder how all that happened. I mean, who reached out to who there?
I think Kim Jong-un had his envoy reach out to Dennis Rodman because he's a huge Dennis Rodman fan.
Are they just barely getting the 1992 playoff tape?
I think they're getting the 92 ones, yeah.
They're just barely seeing him rocketing with the Bulls. This motherfucker can rebound. Maybe get him over here.
maybe he wanted to meet Carmen Electra.
Maybe he didn't get the fucking memo that doesn't she have? Yeah, I think she's got a sex disease or something.
What?
Yeah, I think she's got hep or something.
No fucking way,
one
dude.
One of the heps, yeah.
God.
Not the one from poop.
I need
to
pull down the posters off my wall then. I don't want that hanging up on my wall.
Let me Google that shit. Okay. But yeah, it's very weird to me how that all happened. I don't know how in the fuck that's even possible. But I don't know. To me, Dennis Rodman's irrelevant, and his little message to the president from Kim Jong-un, I didn't even hear it. I don't even care what. I tuned out of that fucking story because, you know, who the fuck is Dennis Rodman? Last time I saw him, he was on a Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew, and just some of the shit on there just showed his real true character, the way he treats women and shit. Like he's married with many kids, and they showed footage of him getting drunk in a hotel, and you know there'd be all these white women there, and he'd be walking up and go, "You bitch, get in the back. You two bitches, sit your ass there." You know, just and for whatever reason they did whatever he said, but it was very degrading to whoever these poor women were, these poor lost souls. And it showed us a lot of his true character. He wasn't cooperative with the rehab. He was only doing it because it was court order, and he made that very clear that he had no intention of making any strides, even though he was totally into coke or meth or whatever, and heavy drinking. You know, if it was just pot and light drinking like any other celebrity, then, you know, fuck him. Who cares? But
yeah, speaking of heavy drinking, I drank way too much the other day. Yesterday, my band got back together for the first time in a year and a half, so we drank a few beers. Nothing big over there, but...
Oh, which band is this?
This band would be the Tractor Brothers.
Tractor fucking Brothers. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Kick ass.
Yeah, it was fun. Haven't played those songs in over a year, and we all remembered them for the most part, so...
Well, that's good. It doesn't take a whole lot of practice. I remember we hadn't practiced in must have been 6 or 7 months, and then the guitarist passed away, and we had to kind of get together and teach a guy all the songs. So I kind of ended up sitting there showing him the songs. Fortunately, they were mostly power chords and shit like that, so
yeah,
it went pretty easily. We played I want to say 4 songs for the funeral, but still difficult. But between me and the drummer, we pretty much, you never really forget some things like that. It's just really like riding bicycle.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Other than the fact that if I screwed up, I didn't scrape my knee.
Yeah, but it's last week was one of those weeks. A lot going on in the news. With Jim Carrey and everything. There's been a lot of talk about zombies.
What fucking news are you watching, dude?
Well, everyone's wondering where all the zombie craze is coming from, and of course with The Walking Dead leading the charge, it doesn't hurt. And then last year with the bath salts and all the assaults on different people.
Who would have thought, dude? Of all things to get high on, you can fuck yourself up on bath salts.
I remember a year before that happened, a girl had come to school and said she was up all night on bath salts. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you snorting salt? And she was like, yeah, check it out. And she had this little container she bought from the head shop down the way, and I didn't know anything about it, but she said this shit's like coke, man. It fucks you up. So
have you been to the coast, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been swimming in the ocean?
Yeah.
Would you ever fucking think about snorting salt water? You know how bad that shit would burn?
I don't think it's actually salt. I think it's some type of compound that they have to call it bath salts in order to sell it legally.
Okay.
All
right. Gotcha.
A chemical compound. They can't call it what it really is. So in order to sell it legally, they call it bath salts and put on the packaging, not for human consumption. So
and that would just clue me in right there. Say, yeah, if I snort this, I bet. Who was the first stupid son of a bitch to think, Wow, Grandma's bath salts. I wonder if I snort this if I can get high.
My guess is it was a chemist that came up with the compound and created the formula, and he just called it bath salts. But he tried it with his buddies and found out this shit's fucking awesome and it's legal. I'm gonna get this shit to America and make a quick mill.
Must have been a nihilist.
Must have been. And it's not much different from the knot pot.
The synthetic, the K2 or whatever they call it.
Yeah, there's all types of names. There's K2, Power Bomb, Cherry Bomb, shit like that, King Kong, Kush, different things like that. But it's basically a synthetic blend of marijuana. It's sold as potpourri. Of course, it says not for human consumption on the package, so it makes it legal. It was legal for a while, and I actually picked up a package of the stuff and tried it because it was legal.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, what's the problem with that? It's legal, so. I had tried it. Never again. Never fucking again. Holy shit.
Bad?
Oh, that was a fucking nightmare, dude. I've been around the block and I have tried some things, but holy shit, dude. That was fucking. That was smoking terror. That's exactly what I was smoking. Fear.
Wow.
It was fucking horrifying because I started it, and back in the day, whenever I smoked pot, you kind of know how to hit it. You want to take these King Kong fucking Bad Company hits. Here comes justice. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
But yeah, I was taking these monster hits. No one told me you're just supposed to do 1 or 2, and I just got this wicked fucking head rush and paranoia and fear swept over me. And I'm alone in my apartment, so. Just instantly, I'm running up and down the stairs. I'm turning off lights. What if someone could see the lights? I don't want to know I'm in here.
Dude, if I'd have known that, I would have so fucked with you.
There was an inner monologue. There was vomiting. It was fucking terrifying.
You would have heard, "Open up, police!"
Dude, I would have shit my pants, pissed myself, and threw up simultaneously, and I would have probably died of dehydration. That would have been the way I left this world. Dehydration from smoking panic. It was sheer terror. I've never experienced anything quite like that. I do not recommend it for anyone.
Well, it's illegal now.
It's illegal now.
At least in the state of Texas.
Of course, right after that, I went and tried to buy more because the package I did have, I ended up flushing down the fucking toilet. And you're talking about a $40 package of synthetic marijuana. Flushed down the fucking toilet out of fear of being caught with it at 12:30 at night on a fucking Saturday night. No one's coming by. No one's going to fuck with me. And there I am upstairs. Gotta get rid of it. Ditch the evidence. Holy fuck! Like Nikki Sixx with a fucking pack of heroin.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was just thinking of. As a matter of fact.
Holy fuck! Yeah, it was crazy. And of course I went back to the head shop I bought it from. And by then he said, no, we no longer have it, sir. It is now illegal. They have confiscated all of our products. Confiscate? Did they compensate you for it? Oh, no, sir. It's still a court case. They are just holding it for now until they figure out what to do with it. As of now, we are a consumer, and like they had consumed the product, and that was an awful accent. My apologies to any of you of Indian descent. That was not a slight towards you. Yeah. That's just how the fucking dude spoke, okay? Take offense.
Okay.
But he had said he is basically a consumer of that. He bought probably thousands of dollars. I want to say hundreds, probably thousands of dollars, because his shelves were lined with that shit. All the different brands, all the different names, all the different sizes and packages. These packages are about $40 a piece. Not cheap shit. Not cheap shit by any means. It's probably cheaper just to go out and buy pot. But since the stuff doesn't show up in a drug test and it gets you somewhat high, a different type of high, but it gets you high. So as a consumer, he had taken a loss, and he didn't know it was illegal. So I think the government would have to compensate him for something like that. If they didn't, that's fucked up. That's just another fucked up way of taking money out of someone's pocket.
Well, if they don't compensate him, that's pretty pathetic.
I mean, if they made laundry detergent illegal and the government came into my house and took the laundry detergent from me, I would expect some fucking compensation.
Yeah, they can take my laundry detergent from my cold dead hands.
Yeah, and well, imagine if kids started taking that shit to school and snorting it, and kids were getting all high and fucked up, and they decided to make a laundry detergent legal.
I think they'd sneeze bubbles.
Yeah, well, we're fucking bubble wrapping the world with shit like this. But then again, that stuff was fucking dangerous. I'm kind of glad it's off the shelves. But I wish they just fucking legalize pot already and just get it over with. Let's stop, keep us from trying to make legal pot.
I hate to tell you this, bro. I don't foresee them ever legalizing pot.
I would hope for at least medical purposes in the state of Texas. It makes sense, and there's a lot of crazies in Austin, a lot of wild college kids that are really pushing for that. Smart college kid, and God bless you for doing it. However, I have to agree with you.
I don't not within this generation. I don't see it.
I want to say within my lifetime.
Perhaps lifetime. I'm not going to say no on that, but man, even though you have the people, the smart college kids in Austin who are pushing for it, and actually, honestly, there's probably smart college kids all over the state of Texas pushing for it. And Willie Nelson's pushing for it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I really don't see that happening, unfortunately, because, and I don't like talking about politics, but Texas is pretty much a conservative state, other than in like the inner cities, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston. Those cities are actually very democratic if you look at the numbers. But there's a lot more conservatives that would vote against that. And right now, the Texas House and Senate are being run by the conservative end of it.
Yeah. Well,
which is why you won't see it in the next couple of years.
Be that as it may, I have hope. There are states out there that have legalized it already, and we can only hope that it kind of goes from there and it just kind of catches fire. I mean, I think it's already at a point where the president can't do anything about it, and the federal government can't just stop it. I think if we keep this going, and I think if all the smart people out there, all the logical people out there who can see reason, go out and they vote for it on that day that we vote for it, then I think we got a very good chance. But there are a lot of fucking dum-dums out here in Texas. Holy shit, you guys are fucking dummies. There's a guy I work with. He has bad arthritis in his hands and shit, and he's always complaining about how his medication he's taking always makes him woozy and knocks him out. And I'm like, dude, just fucking smoke some pot, man. And he, whoa, smoke that wacky tobacco shit. And he's always talking about how he smoked at concerts back when he was a kid, when he was a young lad. And I was like, well, why don't you fucking smoke it now? Well, so I'm afraid someone's going to put something into it. And I was like, really? A drug dealer's going to spend more money to just put random shit into his product so he can make his consumers sick and not bring them back and keep the business flowing for him. That makes a lot of sense, dude. I want to know who you're fucking buying your pot from, because if you...
Obviously, he's not.
If you can't trust your dealer to not add drugs to the drug you're buying, I'd like to meet this moron.
He's probably scared of the bath salts.
Yeah. He's big on that media hype bullshit. I mean, he voted for fucking Romney, for crying out loud. Not that that's an awful thing. I'm just saying. I totally would have went for Ron Paul. I think he would have too. I think most people would have gone with Ron Paul had he been a front runner. He never dropped out of the race, but he wasn't a front runner by far. And it was too radical a change. Obama talked about change, but it wasn't radical change. This guy talked about true radical change and the shit that needed to happen in this country, in my opinion. I'm not crazy about politics, but the shit he was saying made a lot of sense. And if he had followed through on any of it, then I think we'd be a lot better off. Just my opinion.
Duly noted. You notice during the politics session, I'm keeping very quiet because I hate politics.
Yeah, I'm very. He called me a left-wing liberal the other day, and I go, dude, I ain't left-wing, I ain't right-wing, I'm the motherfucking hull of the plane, bitch. I am the motherfucking plane. I don't take sides. I take whichever. I go on certain issues. I'll go with certain things. On some things I'm somewhat conservative, some things I'm somewhat liberal, but I don't see it that way. I see it as right and wrong.
Yeah. I see it as opinions only, and
the words of Arnold when they stop being girly, man.
That was a horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
No.
Yeah, I can't do any better, don't get me wrong, but I'm just letting you know that.
Fuck my maid. No. We got to get out here. Yeah. There's a bomb.
Like, seriously, we could do an hour's worth of just bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions and fart jokes and probably have the time of our life.
I'm going to pull up the Joe Pesci soundboard and see where that goes. Wanted to give a quick shout out to 92.5 K-Buck in San Antonio. Just got a hold of this station recently and love it. Love every minute of it. There are songs in there I haven't heard in years since I was a fucking kid. I'm not huge on country music, but in my opinion, it's the only station besides on FM besides 680 AM that plays real country western music. You know, the old shit, the real music, not this pop bubblegum country bullshit that they play these days.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I turned it on the other day and I heard a lot of old songs that, like you said, I haven't heard in years, and I was like, wow, man, this is awesome. I heard the Judds for the first time. I used to love the Judds. I still do. I mean, don't get me wrong, but dude, and that was a damn song they were playing. I was like, yes, I remember hearing that in the 80s as a kid.
I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of those on vinyl right now, so I just pop them on and get that old sound. Ooh,
nice.
Dog it. You better believe that's the good shit. I'd like to get a lot more of those because something about country western sounds really, really good on vinyl.
Yeah. So I'm going to do some breaking news, but by the time this goes to air, it won't be breaking anymore.
Yeah. How about
it? In Los Angeles, earthquake shakes wide area of Southern California, preliminary magnitude 5.1.
In Los Angeles, California right now?
Yep.
What page are you on?
Actually, I'm on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah. I went to a certain news site that I'm not going to name on the air, but
oh, okay.
Yeah. So if we have anybody in Los Angeles or Southern California who will be listening to this, please be careful. Those things are not to be messed with. You have an earthquake, and then within a 72-hour period, you could have the aftershocks. So get out of Southern California before it falls off the face of the world.
Holy shit, man, that's fucking crazy. Fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna find this shit.
Let's
see if I can get some.
You can probably find it on like one of the major news stations.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go to the Huffington Post.
And what's weird is I was just in Southern California a couple of months ago, and I was there for some meetings, and during the meetings, someone popped off, someone who lives in Southern California. Man, I hope we don't have any earthquakes today. And me being from Texas, I've experienced hurricanes, tornadoes, hail, wind and rain, not the earth moving. And I was like, no. We don't want to talk about this. We don't want to jinx this. Shut up.
God, I can't find anything on it right now. Huffington Post. Catch up Huffington Post. Got some bullshit up here. Drone pilot medal outranks Purple Heart. Yeah.
That's bullshit. Hey, check out. I'll do it on there. KFIAM. So KF like Frank, IAM 640.
One more time.
KF like Frank, IAM like Mike, 640. That's a station in Southern California.
That's a .com.
I would Google it. Or Bing it if that's your poison of choice.
Keep looking for that. I found another story I want to talk about.
All right,
we'll go back to that in a second.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at something right now on UFC 158, St. Pierre versus Diaz. I think that I don't know when this got announced, but I always thought St. Pierre was to fight Hendricks, Johnny fucking Hendricks next. I'm a big Hendricks fan, big Hendricks supporter. The guy's had a long road ahead, and we all know St. Pierre was out for a long time with that injury, so he had to give out the what the fuck's the title called? It's like the title, but you can't really get the title till you beat St. Pierre, and he hasn't dropped out. He just had an ACL injury, from what I understand. And I thought Hendricks was gonna fight him, and according to this, it's St. Pierre, not St. Pierre, Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is an excellent fighter too, but I would rather see the Johnny Hendricks St. Pierre fight. Holy fuck, Johnny Hendricks has a lot going for him. By the time he fights him, that fucking beard's gonna be fucking Duck Dynasty style. Holy shit.
I just started getting into Duck Dynasty.
I haven't seen any. All I know is that dude's got beards. That's all.
Dude.
Top of TV.
Yes, they are. Okay, I found that story.
All right.
So.
Where are you at?
KFIM640.com. Go to news. I'll just read this off, and I will give them credit. This is not coming from me. I did not write this. But KFIM is saying an earthquake is shaking a wide swath of Southern California, but there's no word of any damage, so that's good. The U.S. Geological Survey's monitoring system places the epicenter in the desert near Anza, which is about 100 miles southeast of Los Angeles. I never said San Antonio. My bad. The quake struck at 9:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on today, Monday, and which would be 11:55 here, right before we went on the air.
Holy shit.
And initially estimated magnitude 5.1, but that was quickly downgraded to a 4.7. Let's see, it was felt in downtown Los Angeles, San Diego, and in Orange County. No reports of damage or injuries yet, so that's good. We don't want people getting hurt.
Yeah, that's good. It's probably nothing to them. People are probably just going about their day as usual, as we're speaking.
Yeah, if that happened here in San Antonio, man, the whole city would shut down.
Holy shit. Yeah. Holy fuck. Yeah. Schools would close. People would be freaking the fuck out. They freak out when it fucking drizzles here, man. People lose their fucking minds, forget how to drive their goddamn automobiles.
Oh, they never knew how to drive to begin with, Cody.
Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the fucking truth?
When it starts raining, I hate driving to work.
Yeah, it can become a fucking nightmare. Right now I'm driving at hours where there's fucking no one on the road, so I love it. Love it!
Yeah, I would too. But no, that whole, oh my gosh, it's raining in San Antonio, so either I'm going to drive 40 miles underneath the speed limit, or B, I'm going to go 40 miles over the speed limit.
Did you see that rain Saturday night?
No, dude, I was sound asleep Saturday night. I missed it altogether.
Fuck, I went outside and watched that shit. That shit was coming in sideways.
Was it really?
Big old fat rain.
Nice.
Little stinging rain. And sometimes the rain just comes straight up from underneath. Oh, shoot, it even rained at night.
God, Cody.
I couldn't help it. That's what I thought as soon as I saw it, because it was just coming in fucking sheets, man. Holy fuck.
Did we get lightning too?
Yeah, there was lightning, there was thunder. I went outside and watched. I couldn't stand out there. The wind was blowing it so fucking hard. My door was fucking closing me in.
Yeah. No, it takes actually it takes a lot to wake me up when I'm already gone to sleep. Normally, something like a kid coming in and jumping on my bed and saying, "Get up, Dad."
I was all jacked up by then. I had that Red Bull, so I was gonna be up for a few hours. And I was sitting there watching the movie, and I heard it kind of starting. I kept seeing light, and I thought someone was shining a flashlight on my window or something. So I looked outside, and noticed it was getting pretty windy out there.
And the light was from lightning?
Yeah,
okay.
Fucking A. So it turns out it was just a peeping Tom looking at my wiener.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So I went out and it just started pouring. It was pretty cool. I was into it.
Yeah, I'm not. I missed it.
The rain, the shit, love the rain.
Just be glad you didn't have to drive in it.
Yeah, I was pretty happy for that, because that was just about the time I'd be going to work at that time. So yeah, I would have been driving in that shit. Fuck that. So yeah, that's what's been going on lately. Not really a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. Just the MMA stuff. I was showing you the catching you up on the Chael Sonnen saga.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyone else fucking super excited about the fucking Chael Sonnen and John Bones Jones fight? Fuck yes. You better believe I'll be watching that shit. Holy fuck. God damn, it's gonna be one for the ages. I mean, for me, anytime Sonnen's fighting anyone, it's going to be good, but John Bones Jones is bringing something to the table.
Watch it get postponed.
Oh, fuck. It could already be. I'm so out of the loop with my MMA. It's fucking... I don't know, man. I missed the Rousey fight. Love me some Ronda Rousey.
How'd you miss it?
I don't know. I think I was doing podcasts that night.
Oh,
I think we were doing podcasts that night.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, maybe. I could be totally wrong about that.
So I have a question for you, Cody.
Uh-huh.
Earlier you gave a shout out to your buddies. So that means we've actually had people listen to the podcast.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, nice.
People are paying attention. They're
wow.
It's starting off small. You know, we're gonna have to do a lot of episodes of this. It's gonna be something that's gonna have to be ongoing for a while. I don't expect a big influx of people to just tune in. You know, why would they when there's so many quality podcasts out there? What I'm banking on is that we're local and that a lot of people from who know us and know our town and you know and just know where we're coming from can relate to some of the shit we're talking about and you know take comfort in knowing there are people with like-minded thoughts in their area.
Yeah,
that's what I'm banking on. It's gonna take a while.
I'm banking on $1 million endorsement deal
with XM
with somebody. Nice. Yeah, that would be great.
Holy shit. We're gonna have to hone our craft if we want to get that far.
You think?
We got plenty of time. Last week I had on a Wednesday night I had gone to see The Devil Wears Prada. Fuck yes. Oh my fucking god. That was the shit. That was fucking great. They played with the Color Morale for Today and As I Lay Dying. Now I wasn't too crazy about the Color Morale, but then again their sound was off. I'm sure they have a lot to offer, and they look like a very energetic band. But
were they the very first band?
They were the very first.
Yeah, that's why the sound was off.
And then For Today came on. They were kind of a story for the evening. Last time they played in San Antonio was about a month ago. They were playing with Memphis Mayfire. And they were the headliners for that show, and they put on an excellent fucking show. They had this killer fucking LED light display. I mean, it's like a fucking wall of just the brightest LEDs, and they would strobe and change colors as they were playing. It was really cool. I've never seen anything like that at a hardcore show. So apparently what had happened right after that show, their band had been robbed in San Antonio while they were inside their hotel room, and someone stole close to $100,000 in equipment.
Dude, that is like the shittiest thing anybody can do to a band.
Imagine. So this time around when they played, they only had 2 little LED boxes, and it wasn't nearly as dramatic as it was the first time. But they continued on. He even kind of brought it up during the show. My big complaint is the guy kind of stops and starts preaching halfway through the show, like full-blown Bible verses and saying we do this for Jesus Christ and we don't do it for fame and fortune. And you know, I can respect something like that, but dude, just fucking play your music, man.
Right.
Like, if you're going on for 5 minutes about Jesus Christ, dude, not everyone in that audience is a Christian, and you know, I'm there for the fucking music. Devil Wears Prada is a Christian band, but they don't fucking shove that shit down your throat. Not every song is about the power of the Lord and shit, and you know, but it's great fucking music.
Sure.
I mean, if you ever listen to The Devil Wears Prada, it's very, very complex, very layered. Their show is extremely theatrical. They got a great sense of humor with them. I mean,
I don't know, man. I actually not a big The Devil Wears Prada fan, but I would have loved to have seen As I Lay Dying.
I actually ended up missing that. We ducked out early. It was enough to see Devil Wears Prada. But like I was saying before today, they a great band, lots of energy, but I'm not into that fucking stopping the set to fucking preach, man. What if there's, you know, Jewish folks in the audience or non-theists or agnostics or atheists? You know, I mean, he's alienating a lot of people. And
yeah, that's why, you know, in every band I've been in, I've always made a stand and told every band, you know, let's stay away from the politics, let's stay away from religion, let's just play the music. That's why people like to go see bands. They want to see music.
Yeah.
They want to hear it. They want to see the band play it. I could really give 2 shits less about any band that either A, goes onto preaching, unless it's at a church.
Yeah.
If it's at a church and that's what they're doing, hey, great. But if I'm at a club drinking beer, you think what I want to hear is how I'm sinning? No, I already know that. Right? Or I don't want to hear the politics either. Everybody has their own opinion. I respect that. I want to hear the music.
One girl's argument was that, you know, the way he speaks is very powerful, and it's very moving the way he is and everything, and that's great if that's what you believe in, dude. But I mean, once again, you have to believe in that sort of thing, and you know, there are a lot of us out there who just simply don't. You know, I'm not railing against religion here. I'm just saying, fucking
just play the music.
Yeah, don't make it about God and your religion. Make it about the music. Like, be for real, you know. Make it about the music. That's how the most successful bands get there. The bands don't get super successful because of Jesus, you know? You get super successful for playing for the music for the fans. And needless to say, Devil Wears Prada played the fucking most theatrical set I've ever seen from them. There wasn't a lot of energy. I mean, they were missing their keyboardist, and their original guitar player just had a child, so he was missing, but they had a stand-in.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the guitar player singer. It was
the lead player.
Actually, I think the guitar player singer does a lot of the leads.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone else was there. Mike was the shit. He's the singer. And I think he got his tooth fixed. He had this chipped tooth for the fucking longest time. You could see it in the Danger Wildman video. And he had that fixed. And they had the huge Dead Throne logo, like fucking, I'm talking 10, maybe 12 feet. And it was huge. It was LED, and it was super theatrical. Huge lights.
Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, I got some pictures.
Nice.
It was a fucking kick-ass show. But I mean, my big gripe was whenever the show started, it's just all dark with that logo just barely starting to light up, and they're playing ominous noises and sound effects, and just instantly a sea of hands went up with their fucking iPhones recording the bitch, and like everyone there was fucking recording it. Everyone, I swear to God, you couldn't count how many fucking camera phones were up right then just recording. It was annoying. I go, Jesus, how many fucking people need to record this? And fucking everyone around me started laughing. Because it was true. It was like you couldn't see the stage because you had a fucking bunch of hands up. You had to look at someone's screen standing in front of you.
That's what I was going to say. You don't need to watch the stage at that point. The guy in front of you recording, you just watch his screen.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd rather just watch. If I wanted to look at a screen, I'd watch the shit from home, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they were trying to get. Their sound quality was going to be dog shit. Their picture quality was going to be dog shit. I mean, just fucking sit back and enjoy the show, guys. I understand getting up, snapping a picture here and there, but
sure. Yeah.
Remember the good old days before camera phones, when you couldn't take cameras to shows?
Oh, yeah.
Or Axl Rose would jump out in the crowd and punch you in the fucking face.
Due to the lack of bullshit security here, we're fucking going home. And in St. Louis, fucking erupted.
God, that was crazy. Back then, you couldn't take pictures at a concert, and these days, it can't be stopped.
And that dude, the St. Louis, the Guns N' Roses deal, that dude, I think, had a video camera.
Yeah.
Or something. But that was in the 80s, so it was one of the big sons of bitches. It wasn't a small little palm size thing. So, yeah, that's... I've watched that video many times of him diving off the stage and just knocking the fuck out of that guy.
Well, it can't be stopped these days. We live in a day and age where everything has a fucking camera on it.
Yeah.
Everything. They have unmanned aircrafts with cameras on it, recording all your moves and shit, patrolling the skies.
My cup of iced tea has a camera on it.
I'll put a camera on my dick and scare some motherfuckers.
I think just showing your dick to a bunch of guys would scare them.
I think it'd be mostly darkness. But, Jesus Christ. Fucking rice burners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some piece of shit Honda with a rice burner.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know what the hell that was.
I
thought we were having an earthquake, actually.
Goddamn muffler. Ugh. Kill yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I drive a fucking man's car. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Everything. I mean, I'll bet security guards at strip clubs probably got their job cut out for them, trying to make sure guys don't take pictures. How are they going to do it? I mean, it just looks like you're texting, but you could be fucking snapping a picture.
I haven't been to a strip club in over 10 years, so I don't know.
I've never been to one.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't. Last time I went to a strip club, camera phones were not the norm. So.
Well, it's not that I wouldn't go. I'm just saying I haven't because I just don't have that type of disposable income, you know? I mean,
well, yeah,
it seems like a fucking total waste of money, and you're just getting your fucking cock teased, man. I mean, what's the point?
And with the internet now, I mean, you can just watch porn at your leisure.
It's not like you're going to meet a nice girl at a fucking strip club, Jesus.
Oh, but they're all nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice with daddy issues.
Or they're students. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to college.
Putting myself through college.
I have 4 kids.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not like they're quality girls there anyways, from what I understand.
No, not at all.
I don't know, I'm sure they all got their story, but it doesn't seem like I'm just going to stop right there with that. I didn't want to go on a tangent because I just don't know. I'm ignorant, you know. I've never had to experience anything like that.
So you've never been a female stripper?
Never been. I couldn't imagine what that's like. I don't want to I don't want to talk shit about someone else's experience when I have no idea what the fuck it's like, you know?
Well, I'm just happy to hear that you've never been a female stripper. So.
You ever see that fucking South Park where the cop's dressing as a woman and he's obviously a man. He's got a mustache and everything, and he's posing as like a prostitute and he gets guys to fuck him and shit, and then he waits till like after they're done fucking him and everything else to freeze. You're under arrest.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, he gets like gangbanged at a fraternity, and he's like, oh yeah, oh all of you on me now, oh yeah. And he's taking on all these fucking dudes, and then he's like, freeze, you're under arrest after it's all done. Like, he didn't have to take it that far, but...
Leave it to South Park.
God, I love South Park. Holy shit. Someone's got to call these motherfuckers out. So, let's see. What else is going on in the news, folks? In the news. Now, you know what? Fuck the news. This was actually the third time I'd seen the Devil Wears Prada, and I'd actually met them once at a work tour many years ago, and it wasn't like oh hey guys, how's it going, and shake their hands or anything, but I did get to see them, and did get to take a picture with them, and it was pretty nice. They were pretty cool dudes, but every time I see them, their sets are high energy. Everyone gets really pumped. It's just fucking insanity the whole time.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun. Picked up a T-shirt and a vinyl, and went on my way.
Went on your merry way.
Oh fuck yeah.
Ears were still ringing, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah, the whole night.
Yeah.
I love that. Love that feeling. Backstage Live was a pretty nice venue. I'd never been there before.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It was just crazy that you couldn't smoke in there and stuff.
You can't smoke in bars in San Antonio at all, or clubs.
Yeah. I didn't think about it till I was at the Rabbit the other day, but yeah, we couldn't smoke indoors there either. We had to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
So, not that I smoke anymore anyways. I'm fucking 100% vapor. For those of you who are still smoking out there and you're looking for an escape from it, a way to get away from the grips of tobacco smoking, you can now enjoy vaporizers. We live in the 21st century, bitches. Get on board. They're cheap, they're easy, and fucking you can smoke these shits anywhere. Anywhere.
Not in my office.
I've been using them at work since before I quit smoking tobacco altogether, and that was about. I quit smoking tobacco about 6 months ago, so yeah, it's been about a year, and they never said anything to me about it, because, you know, I mean, I just explained to them what the deal was, and finally the owners caught wind of what I was doing, and, well, you just can't do that. I was like, well, what are the guidelines in the, in OSHA and the TA, you know, all the organizations that handle it, food service and everything, and, well, there aren't any guidelines, and I was like, well, I'm sorry, I can't do it at all, like I can't have a break and go to a part of the kitchen where customers can't see me, and which is how I did it anyways. I didn't want customers to see you doing that. It looks like you're smoking.
Yeah,
you know,
it really does.
It looks and feels like you're smoking, but, you know, of course I work in the kitchen, so I keep it off to the side for the most part. I didn't see what the big fucking issue was. I thought it was just a stab at me.
I think they were out to get you.
Yeah, probably someone's trying to demoralize me, and, you know, they couldn't respect the fact that I had totally cut out tobacco smoking entirely from my life, and, you know, with success.
Yeah, no, I remember when you smoked, and I remember when you decided that you were done.
Yeah.
And
well, you can't go to the gym and you can't smoke cigarettes. You can't. The two do not walk in hand. It's fucking stupid. Why would you want to better yourself at the same time take yourself down a level?
That's why I stick with Copenhagen.
Well, still, there's a lot of harmful things in that can cause cancer. Now, the only thing linked to vaporizing so far, from what I understand, is heart disease. Because heart disease is caused by nicotine, and it's just when you're vaporizing it, you're not getting the carcinogens, the smoke, the tar, all that witch's brew of chemicals you get when you ignite something. The carbon monoxide, all the rat poison, everything else. You're not getting that with this because nothing's being ignited. It's being heated to the point of vaporization. It's not even tobacco. It's a glycerin. It's a glycerin mixture with nicotine in it. It's liquid nicotine. So, for those of you out there looking for a way out, this is it. This is how you do it. And if you don't do it, you're a fucking idiot. You might as well kill yourself now because you're slowly killing yourself. $5 a pack at a time.
Yeah, I used to smoke, and I stopped smoking years ago. I just got tired of not being able to breathe. But when I was smoking, cigarettes were like, I think a pack of Marlboro Lights were, I don't know, $3 a pack. And so the other day I was at the gas station. I had to get fuel, and I do use Copenhagen. And I picked up a can. I just happened to look at the prices of cigarettes because they were right there. It's like $6 a pack. Like Paul Malls,
insane.
Paul fucking Malls are $5.49. That used to be the cheap one.
Yeah.
You know, God forbid a Lucky Strike, you know, is $6 a pack.
When you get lucky, you can find them for about $3.50, $4 a pack. If it's less than that, it's bargain brand, sitting on the shelf for years. Shit.
Nah, just go to the Indian Reservation, man.
Yeah, you can do that, or Mexico. Mexico's tax free, and it's a little cheaper there.
But, yeah, I'm too.
You don't want to go to Mexico right now.
No.
I don't pretend vaping is cheap. It takes a little to get started and stuff. If you start with the small cigarette type packages, you're looking at about $40 just for the starter kit, and to keep it going, it's about $12 for the refills. What I have right now, however, is it's more of an advanced thing. It's the GoPro. And it's got a huge battery life on it, a huge reservoir for your vape liquid. I don't use the refill cartridges. What I use is the refillable liquid, and you don't squeeze it into a cotton like the other ones. It's just a big reservoir that you fill with whatever e-liquid you want to use, which opens you up to all types of possibilities and choices and huge vape.
Do they have a rib flavored?
Rib flavor? I think they can make one. I've seen all kinds.
I might just start vaping if they have a rib flavored one.
Energy
I don't
drink,
smoke. Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
I think they got a beer flavored one. I think I've seen that. And the list of flavors goes on and on. Light menthol, regular menthol. They have a Newport copycat. I'm not into menthol. They have American domestic tobacco, Turkish tobacco flavored. It's not like you get regular menthol. With some brands, that's how it is. But if you go liquid, the possibilities are endless, and they're available just about at any of your head shops. So
does San Antonio have very many head shops?
Well, they just put one up on Petranco right down from where we're doing this. It's called Smokers Galaxy right there. Pretty nice establishment. I've always been very impressed, and they have tons and tons of vape liquid there. Not like many of the other ones, like your Planet K's and your Flip Sides. They don't really.
Do they sell cigars there?
Like vape cigars?
No, like real cigars.
Yeah, they sell real cigars there.
Nice.
But HEB I think HEB has a better selection. You can probably get a better price on your cigars there.
Yeah, probably. There's a liquor store right around the corner from my office called Twin Liquors, and they have a humidor.
Ooh.
I haven't smoked a cigar in years, and I'm probably not going to start smoking cigars. But I like going in there to I like the smell of it. You know, it's not lit. You know, it's just the cigar sitting there. I've always liked that, or pipe tobacco. I used to actually smoke a pipe, tobacco pipe, a real tobacco pipe, not what the head shops are calling tobacco pipes.
Yeah.
I picked one up, and I picked up some vanilla flavored tobacco.
Uh-huh.
And man, if I could have put that shit in a potpourri jar and just lit it, you know, it's got that real rich smell.
Yeah.
It's horrible for you. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not advocating that anybody should start, but
it's a very abrasive smell to most people, but it's an acquired taste. I heard some people it just takes time. Eventually, most women are even into it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. I'm finding head shops these days are focusing a lot on these really wacky pipes and stuff. And the way to go is vapor. You can get vapor, and you can even score vaporizers for your buds now, where it's legal. Even where it's not legal, you can get vaporizers for that sort of thing. Because you can put I could put tobacco in a regular vaporizer, like a herb vaporizer, and you can just get the vapor off of that. But however, I prefer liquid nicotine. It's just a better way to go.
You know, instead of vaping that liquid nicotine, you ought to just take a shot every once in a while, see if that.
Well, one of the guy's arguments, the guy I was talking about earlier, his argument was that if you smoke pot, you're going to get cancer, and well, not if you vaporize it, dummy, or if you use it in edibles. You know, you'll get all the effects of marijuana, and the side effects, munchies. And if you're in a shitty state of mind, fucking paranoia, yeah. It's I don't think there's anything wrong with vaporizing marijuana. I don't think there are any negative effects. I don't think you can get cancer like that. I could be totally wrong.
I don't know.
Could be totally wrong on that, but
you know,
it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
If you're not smoking, you're not getting tar, and you're not getting carcinogen. I mean,
I've never researched that, so I don't know. I don't smoke weed. My drug of choice that I live with is tobacco, not smoking, smokeless tobacco.
And alcohol.
Well, sometimes.
Alcohol.
I probably won't be drinking today.
Be scoring a bottle of Jameson for the weekend. Everyone knows
Oh.
it's St. Patty's Day, bitches.
Now we need to do a St. Patty's Day special broadcast.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it'll be a special, but I'm definitely gonna do some Irish history because I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm Irish as fuck, and I don't know anything about my history, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of Irish history. We'll be talking a bit about that.
I think we should dedicate like a certain amount of time for that podcast to St. Patty's Day. I'll bring over the beer. We'll dye it green.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah.
So it can't be Shinerbach. So we'll do like Dos Equis or something.
Something light.
Yeah.
Like a Pilsner, maybe.
Maybe. Or well, I mean,
Pilsners.
how about Guinness? It is.
Yeah, well.
But I can't. I can only do like one Guinness and then I'm done. It's like liquid bread.
I think I'm just gonna do some Jameson.
Okay. Well, I'll dye your Jameson green.
Fuck, I was even thinking about going out. Just don't know where the party's at, you know.
Yeah, you can't pay me to go to a party on St. Patty's Day.
Too many fucking cops out. If I did go out, I wouldn't drink.
It wouldn't be. It's not the cops because if I'm driving, I know I'm not going to be drinking. What scares me to death are all the fucking idiots that are drinking and driving.
Yeah.
You know,
there's plenty of them.
And we have such a horrible problem with people getting drunk, driving the wrong way down a fucking freeway. You know?
Imagine what it's like in Boston. Fucking Irish as fuck. Boston.
Well, everybody walks.
Yeah, that's true.
Or they take public transportation.
Yeah.
But here in San Antonio, everybody's like, "Oh, I got to drive because I can't just depend on anybody to pick me up, and a cab is too much." First DUI, $17,000. I'd rather pay a $50 cab fee than $17,000.
God, I'm glad I never went down that road with drinking and driving.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't fuck around with that. It's not fuck aroundable. It's not even kind of worth it. I mean, having a drink with your dinner and then driving home. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you're eating. But going to a bar, getting shit faced, hammer fucking drunk, to the point where you're having to drive with one hand over your eye.
Yeah.
You know, because if you don't, you're seeing doubles of everything.
Yeah. Bill Burr tells this great drunk driving story where he was just fucking blitzed out of his fucking skull, and he's driving home, and the cop pulls him over, and he was almost relieved because he was like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to drive anymore." And the cop pulls him over and says, "So where you heading, son?" And he goes, "Fucking Boston." And it was in the deposition and everything. Of course, he got the DUI and everything, and you know he ended up being one of those drunks like, "It's not your fault. You're just doing your job." He has him in the back of the squad car. "I don't blame you."
I'd throw my ass in jail too.
Bill Burr, man, he tells some of the best stories.
Yeah.
But if you're that drunk to where you're just relieved, you don't have to do it anymore. You don't have to drive anymore. Just fucking
call a cab. Call a friend.
Pull the fuck over. Find a parking lot. Get in the back seat and
pass out.
Don't pass out in your driver's seat.
No.
I think that's how you get in trouble. But I think if you get in the back seat, I think you're good.
Yeah, as long as the keys are in your pocket.
It's more comfortable anyways. You know.
It depends on your back seat.
I guess so. I mean, if you're driving a fucking Miata, of course not. But
yeah.
If you're driving a Miata, get in the passenger seat, dummy. So yeah, please, guys, no drunk driving to St. Patrick's Day. Some of us want to live, please, long, vital lives with both our legs.
Yes, we don't want to hear anybody become another statistic on St. Patty's Day. Just do the right thing. Call a cab. Have a designated driver.
Yeah.
And don't make your designated driver the one who's least drunk. That never works.
Oh fuck no. I've lost an uncle to drunk driving. I never met him, but it happened way before I was born. And family always kind of kept me on the right path with that sort of thing. They never wanted me to drink and drive. They always told me, seriously, we're not going to be pissed. I grew up in a household where it wasn't frowned upon to be drinking at the age of 14 or smoking pot. They wanted me to do it at home, where I was safe and I was with friends and shit, and it kept me out of trouble. I never been busted for that sort of thing, and I always managed to stay out of trouble, even though I totally should be in some type of jail for that sort of thing. Not right now, but at some point I should have went to a jail.
Yeah.
But the only time I ever did get caught was when I was drinking not at home. So it was kind of a good valuable lesson for me. Didn't have any jail time. Spent a night in the drunk tank, and that was holy fuck, dude. That was a fucking nightmare and a half. Holy shit. Poor day.
Oh.
Poor day. Summer of 2004. No, it's 2003. I remember that shit. I was with all my buddies and shit, and I just turned 18, I think, and we were having a fucking blast.
Until the cops came and ruined
it
it
was
all.
Spring break. That's what it was. It wasn't summer. It was spring break of 2004. That's what. Yeah, and it's spring break this week.
Yep.
It's the goddamn. Let's see. If it was 2004.
10 years or 9 years.
It'd be the 9-year anniversary of that shit. Holy fuck. So I'm walking along the beach with a beer like a cool kid. And I'm strolling along looking at all the titties, and I meet up with I run into some friends from town, and we're sitting there chit-chatting. See a cop, he kind of shines the light at me, and he has it on like a crowd of people, so I start walking away, and I just toss my beer, and that's when he flipped the lights, got out, threw handcuffs on me, threw me in the back of the squad car wearing nothing but my fucking swim trunks and a baseball cap. No shoes, no shirt, no big problem.
Yeah, because it's cold in those drunk tanks from what I've heard.
Ooh, it was fucking freezing. They threw me in there. It's already loaded with people. I mean,
Sure.
It must have been 15 people when I started. By the end of the night, there was about 35 people. I get in there. Right after me, they throw in these 2 drunk gangbanger Mexicans, and they're fucking screaming, "Hey, get me out of here! What a lawyer, man!" And fucking just all kinds of starting fights with everyone around them. Just people just sitting there not doing anything. What the fuck you looking at? And the phone's attached to a wall. It's not like a separate receiver that you can hold in your hand. You have to put your ear to the box device and dial with that. This is in the days before cell phones. I didn't have any ID or anything. Didn't have a number on me to call. I thought of the only numbers I could remember, which was didn't want to call home.
No, absolutely not.
That shit was not fucking happening. That shit was not fucking happening. So I called my best friend. I told her where I was at, and I told her I don't know what to do right now. And she's like, well, you got to tell your parents. They're gonna find out eventually. I was just living with my dad at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I told her just call him, and I told her to get a hold of the people who were with me at the beach, and let them know where I'm at and where I'll meet them, presumably.
If you ever get out.
If I ever got out. And from there, just proceeded to be the worst night of my life. The guy was starting fights with everyone. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't do anything. It was cold as dog shit. I'm sitting there in a thin bathing suit.
Were you wearing your Speedo?
No, I wish. That would have been even crazier. About an hour after I got in there, two of the fucking drunkest hicks I've ever seen in my life. The one kind of stayed up and was chit-chatting with people. They just, shut the fuck up, we're trying to sleep over here. The other one, huge, big, fat motherfucker, just fucking comes in, face plants into the fucking floor and just proceeds to stay there. People around him sleeping, sitting down. About 15 minutes after he hit the ground, a puddle starts forming around him.
Oh, fucking, dude pissed himself.
Oh, I get up and I'm like, instead of letting these guys get pissed on, I start walking around, waking up. Hey, this guy's pissing. You need to move because it's spreading quickly.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was just sitting there going, yeah, fuck my life.
Well, needless to say, you got a great story out of it.
Yeah. And there was no sleeping that night, so after that, they get me out the next morning before a judge. I plead no contest. They let me out and give me some community service. You know, from there, I don't have a ride. I don't have any way of getting a hold of anyone. I don't got a fucking penny to my name. I remember I carried my pack of smokes and my Zippo lighter with me, and that was all I fucking had, like on my person.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I proceeded to walk the 3.5 miles to Port A Beach in the middle of the day. Without shoes on.
Oh.
On a fucking hot, sunny spring break day in Corpus fucking Christi. So.
Well, a valuable lesson must have been learned from that. Don't throw your beer can down and walk away.
If you do, wear fucking shoes. Wear shoes if you're gonna get busted. Holy shit, my feet were blistered to fuck. I was burnt like I'd never been burned in my life, dude. I was a goddamn lobster. Of course, I get back to where we were camped at on the beach, and no one's there. So I sit there and I just fucking start contemplating my life. I met up with a few people who said they were going back to San Antonio. I ended up catching a ride with people I actually knew. These folks I didn't know. I told them, thank you very much, I appreciate it, but I'm getting a ride with these guys. Had no food in my stomach. I was just I was just dreading going home and telling my father. I go home, the hydroponic pot I had set aside for the homecoming was, of course, stolen by my sister. And I was in no mood for dog shit that day, so I just went in her room and proceeded to smash her stereo with a baseball bat.
Nice.
So
you went Office Space on it, huh?
Oh yeah, dude, she knew she'd crossed the line. It wasn't like she smoked a little bit of it. She smoked all of my hydroponic pot, going for 20 a gram. Holy shit. Dude, I about lost my shit. So,
yeah.
So lesson learned. Needless to say, I stay away from drinking situations in public as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, you're much safer drinking at the house.
Fuck yeah.
So.
A little cautionary tale to all you out there on spring break. Please, please, fucking use your brains, guys. Use your fucking brains. I know you got them. We're not starfish. We're not starfish. We are born with brains, all of us.
Well, Cody, how can the great masses of people who listen to our podcast get in touch with us?
Well, there are a couple of ways. You can get a hold of us on Facebook. Just search The Existential Nightmare. You can get a hold of us on Twitter. That's at 10 Podcast. That's at TEN Podcast. You can get a hold of us on Twitter that way. Pretty soon we'll be streaming these videos on Ustream.tv. Of course, it's going to be the Existential Nightmare Podcast page. You can find our videos on YouTube right now. This is how we're distributing the podcast for now. We'll be putting them up on iTunes very, very soon. Very, very soon.
Yes, we will be doing that.
Hopefully within this week, but we're not setting a date for it. We want you guys to listen to this shit on the way to work or on the way home or just out and about. You got a long drive ahead of you. Here's something to listen to. The Existential Nightmare Podcast. It'll be the YouTube page is all you have to do is fucking search the Existential Nightmare Podcast. That's all you got to do. There's not a whole lot of videos with the title Existential Nightmare in it. You'll be able to find this episode. We may release Saturday's episode at a future date, but for now there's too many technical issues with it, so we're just gonna set it aside. This will be labeled episode 2. Yeah, we'll call this episode 2. This feels good. So yeah, like I said, St. Patrick's Day we're gonna be doing an episode all next week. I'll be doing intermittent episodes here and there. We love doing this stuff on Saturday nights, so I'm gonna I would do this shit every fucking day if I could. But the powers that be say I need to earn an income. So until this pans out into money, which isn't the fucking goal, but if it ever does turn into something, I'll just be doing them whenever I have the free time. It's hard enough trying to work and do stuff like this, keeping your mind open, having to talk to folks, drop some knowledge on these motherfuckers.
There you go.
So, hey, did you want to plug a show?
No, man. Right now, the Tractor Brothers don't have a public show. If we do. You can search Facebook, the Tractor Brothers fan page. Just search the Tractor Brothers. It's not a page that you have to friend request. It's a like page.
Okay, yeah, so check them out. That's the Tractor Brothers. I also wanted to take a moment to put a little disclaimer out there on episode 1. There was a few moments there where I started talking about punching my son in the face. If you believe I would ever strike any child, let alone my only son, you're a fucking idiot. And I refuse to censor myself on my podcast. I'm going to say whatever the fuck comes in my mind. All I'm trying to do with stuff like that is okay, in case you didn't know, shit like that really exists. There really are motherfuckers out there who treat their children like that. They'll punch them in the fucking face. They'll abuse them. And we're not trying to take away anything from domestic abuse, okay? It's a very serious notion. And we here at the podcast are 100% against that sort of thing. You know, I mean, men on women, women on men, and parents on children. You know, I don't think children on parents would qualify for anything. That'd be pretty funny if your fucking kid was kicking your ass.
Yeah, you'd be kind of a loser at that point.
But hey, it could happen. But it's a very serious thing, and I'm not trying to take away from that. All I'm trying to do is take the power away from them. Fuck those dudes, man. You fucking if you're punching your son in the face, kill yourself, bro. There are deeper problems there. Okay, you don't need to fucking ruin someone's innocent and pure brand new life with your bullshit, with your shortcomings. Because that's all it usually is. And you know, Mark Twain once said that to censorship is like telling a man he can't have a steak because a baby can't chew it. Very fucking true, man. Very fucking true. And I just don't want to censor myself in this podcast. I'm going to say all kinds of crazy dog shit. And I'm only half kidding about most of it. You know.
Only half kidding?
Only half kidding. Was with the punching my son in the face, I was kidding.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell by my demeanor, then you're a fucking idiot, and this isn't your podcast. Turn it off.
Well, there's always those idiots that take everything anybody says way too literally. So
yeah,
if you're one of those
Joy
people,
Behar, and go listen to fucking Piers Morgan and all those other dudes.
Alex Jones.
Not Alex Jones. Alex Jones is cool. Listen to Alex Jones. Listen to Joe Rogan. Listen to Opie and Anthony. But if you can't take a fucking joke, go listen to all the other fucking commentators that talk about the news and never get personal and never share personal shit about their lives and be real with their emotions. Go listen to them. They're a dime a fucking dozen. Just type in politics or news under your podcast search. You can find all kinds of silly bullshit like that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Just wanted to say we're not going to censor ourselves here on this podcast. We're going to say whatever silly bullshit we want. And if you can't agree with that, there's an off switch.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the podcast for the week. Once again, it is March 11th, 2013. I hope you bitches have a wonderful week. Hit us up, find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Get a hold of us any way you can. If you're interested in being a guest, go ahead and email us at the Existential Nightmare Podcast. Let me go ahead and check that real quick.
Yeah, because I think we got a couple of different email addresses.
Yeah,
so
we do.
You can also message on Facebook as well.
The email is at 10podcast. That's TEN podcast at yahoo.com. Go ahead and get a hold of us there, or you can just message us on Facebook or Twitter. It doesn't fucking matter. Get a hold of us. Let us know you want to be on this bitch.
Yep, we want guests. So, I mean, that's basically, we want people in here. We want to share ideas, thoughts. If you have a band, if you're an artist, if you want to just come in and bullshit with us. Normally we have beer today. It's a little early, so we're not drinking beer. But it's 1:20 in the afternoon right now. So, but yeah, you want to come and hang, we can set up a mic, we can chill. As long as you talk. You can't sit there and be scared of this microphone.
Yeah, I need someone to call me out on my shit sometimes. It's nice having a third wheel around. So
yeah,
let us know. You don't have to be anyone special. This isn't about special people. This is just about people. This is about all the people we know. So go ahead and get at us, folks. Have a good one, bitches.
Peace.